Hey, if you watched my last video, you may have noticed it talked about something called permaculture. Or maybe you didn't. Still, it's a term for a really kind of ancient way of thinking, I would say. What it comes down to, in a nutshell, is that you're going to work with nature instead of against it. And that's a good idea, because you're like super friends. Team up and feel the power. Kind of the opposite of modern agriculture, really. So, the term finds its roots in a book by J. Russell Smith called Tree Crops, a Permanent Agriculture. That was published in 1927, kind of what spurred the whole concept of agroforestry. So it has had a positive impact on the world already, and it's evolved into what permaculture is today, and we'll get more into that some other time, but I just think it's really important to start this series out talking about trees, because trees can save the world, and you can plant trees, so you can save your world with trees. Not everything that I'll talk about in these videos is garden related, plant related, but really they're sort of a cornerstone that you can't ever get away from. So there certainly will be plenty of talk about trees, plants, gardens, orchards. Orchard like this, you got to have some land, you got to have some time, you got to have some money. I didn't ever have all of those things, so I'd say it's just kind of a luxury. So what can you do if you don't have some of those things? Well, if you go out in the world and observe, principle one, observe, then you're going to see trees in your world, I hope. And those trees make some kind of a seed. It might be in a fruit, it might be in a nut, it might be in a pod. You'll need to figure out what kind of tree you'd like and what kind of seed it makes. And when it makes those seeds, you got to go collect them. You don't need to get them all. You want to leave some to do what they do naturally, but that's what trees do, is typically they make a lot of seeds. So you can find that seed, you can pick it up, and then you can take a walk. Find some other place in your world that needs trees. Some place that, they're not going to get mowed down or something. You need to stop and think, observe, and then do the best you can. So this is a walnut, and that's a really valuable kind of a tree. Black walnut has obviously a nut crop that you can eat. That comes out in late summer. In the spring, you can actually tap it like a maple tree, get syrup. So that's a second crop that's quite valuable. Of course, in the summer they make a lot of shade, and that's got a lot of value in it too. The tree branches, you could cut some of those off and use it for fuel without actually killing the tree. And at the time the tree comes down, that's some great lumber that you can use with the tree. Whole lot of benefits with the tree. It does great things that don't necessarily benefit you directly, but you know, it's holding on to the soil, it's conserving water, it's sharing nutrients around it with other trees, and it's really it's a cornerstone of life here on Earth. So we need trees. What I've got for you to see today is a video on covering a couple of ancient civilizations and kind of the difference in their approach to trees. It's a good thing, not too long, so I hope you watch it. First you click subscribe and then go see that video that I'm suggesting. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you come back next time. Thanks.